Bonjour, bonjour, comment ça va? Je suis la nature, it is me, the Hoodoo Queen. Welcome to my channel. Pardon, moi, je suis désolée. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time watching, bienvenue, c'est mon chaîne. And if you are a avid watcher, hello, salut, comment vas-tu? Please subscribe to this channel, give the video a thumbs up, leave a sweet, kind comment below, hit your notification or postification button, and please share the video. This is your midday mojo. So I wanted to just start off by reminding everybody of a couple of things. Bonjour, 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 Charles, Gregory, Shemak, the dove fly. Hello, hello. I do just want to remind you all of a couple of things, very briefly, if I may. First and foremost, um, our African Traditional Religion Part 2 and Bible Conjuration class is available now. In regards to purchasing, that link is in the description box. We also have our February community service, our Pay Me Now and Love Compelling service. This is going to be one of those heavy hitters because we're using the spell product. And as you see, I honestly give you some similar or some different exclusive products. In this way, I am teaching you how to expand your own magic. So even if you didn't do something with my product and you tried something on your own, you now have different methods of how to utilize things. And so this time we will be having our spell oil, which will come in our this size bottle, which is larger than our roll-ons. So you're just getting the pure oil to use to anoint versus just to wear. And then we have our 7-day candle. So you'll end up getting a spell 7-day candle to utilize that is fixed as well. So yes, what is the last day to sign up for the class? For the classes, um for this class here, the African Traditional Religion and Bible Conjuration class, the last day to sign up for that will be on Sunday, this up and coming Sunday. And then and that'll probably be for the whole bundle just because we do have two of those classes. So you do have a little time. All right. So I wanted to briefly bring some of you on, if you so choose or have a moment, um, to talk about the um, this Sunday with Lisa. How was that? And are there any further questions that you have that weren't answered that I could possibly answer now? Or some things that you just wanted to bring up, something that was insightful to you, just like 1 or 2 minutes worth. And then we'll get into readings here in just a little bit. So I have posted a link here in the chat for those that may want to join in very quickly, just to either express your feelings and thoughts on the Conjure Fit, your excitement based off of what you heard with Ia, things that you didn't know about, or just some questions that weren't answered that I could possibly answer at this very moment. While we wait for people to jump in, I also just wanted to communicate that, oh, pardon, I didn't communicate. I've already turned on the speaker. I'm sorry. I didn't communicate that with you. Is the volume turned up? Super, merci. So Sean says, I love that you didn't mind people utilizing other workers. You're doing it for the education, not the money. I mean, I literally have to just really, I'm catering to the community, you know? Um, and that's what people don't get. I actually had a conversation with someone yesterday evening, and they were asking me questions about some people from my past and in my circle, people that I just don't, I've disconnected from. And a lot of it has to do with what Elisa and I both had to say. Their integrity is compromised due to capitalism, due to greed, due to preying upon those that are wanting to connect. You know, like I think there were some beautiful points that she made. How like she studied a variety of things, but did not get initiated. You can study, but did not get initiated in all of these things. Hold on, we have someone in the chat. Bonjour, Ishe. How are you, Isha?
I am well. Good day, Queens
Yes,
beloveds.
yes. So, how was this Sunday for you? This past Sunday with Ia, or do
It
you have any
definitely
questions?
was eye opening. Um, definitely brought up um, some of the experiences as a child and hearing some of the same things being brought up. The part that I wanted to bring back to everybody's attention is something that you've been saying and something that came back up. But are we searching for knowledge or are we searching for wisdom? Was a big thing that I pulled out of. You know, you could have all these experiences and be wondering what it is, what am I to do with it. I know I always make the joke in my family of if I could figure out how to do what I do, if I could know how to turn it on and turn it off, I could rob a bank, get some things done with it. But it's like, are you searching for just the knowledge of it, like just to keep it, or are you searching for wisdom, like when to tap into this, when to turn the other way, when to shut up, when to actually speak up?
Yes. That's super important, and it's not so much just the idea of um the search. It's not the search for knowledge, because the knowledge is available. As I mentioned, most people went to school 12 years full of knowledge just to find out that pilgrims were the predators, you know. And so a lot of people are moving in, and I mean, there are some people that y'all have seen on my page on this channel that you won't probably see again, because they operate in a space of, if I obtain knowledge, then I am powerful. And you're not. Knowledge does not equal powerful. Your um enemy made you believe that knowledge made you powerful, but what in fact knowledge is, um it can be powerful, but it is not powerful. Wisdom is where the power is, and it's the connection and the acceptance of that. But the reason that people can accept wisdom is because you have to face truth, and truth may say, baby, you're not a conjurer. Baby, you can't write your name, let's long a petition. Baby, you know what? You can't see in clear weather, let alone the BS is sitting in front of you or within cards. It's all of those things. So when people have to accept those things, it really affects them differently. And it's funny that as I say that, I think about the Hoodoo Tarot de la Livre that is coming out very soon. In house, there are some people that have read it, and they're like, Queen, if they can get from this page to this page, if they can make it out of this without getting in their feelings, they'll survive the literature and the book. Otherwise, there's no way they can do it, because it is pure truth at its conception. And so it's less of the thing of searching for, it's the, well, I got this knowledge, so I am this. No, because you got knowledge that told you if you got initiated under Oshun that you possess her powers. That's a lie. This is why you have to know who's teaching you, who were their elders, what is their lineage. Ea has been initiated since the early 90s. She is past elder age and moving into that era of, if she um so decided to be the Ea of her Ile, etc., so forth and so on. You know, and so it is the obtaining and the acceptance of truth. It's not the search of knowledge, it's the connection to truth. And that's difficult. That's very difficult. Someone here said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. She was very informative. I got the same feeling with her that I feel with you. You know, she is coming from a space of truth. Exactly. And as you also saw with her, she's not in the business of initiating people. She could very much be, I can get you, I can get you, I can get you 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. You know, and putting and operating with no integrity. But the elders, the very few that are left, said, because this generation, the younger generation, that's what you want. Because you think once you get in, you got knowledge, because that knowledge you get power. And now you writing books and teaching classes, and you're out here doing stuff. I saw this foolish child on, I think it was Instagram, had some lekes. I anoint this in the, what she say, in the what did she say? In the direction of the north, obtaining powers of earth and I don't know, life. I anoint this from the east to bring breath and excitement. And it's like, girl, you are literally just making up whatever. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, and this is what's so unfortunate. Most people today want somebody they can relate to. That's why you see the influencers, the spiritual influencers with 10,000 followers one day and $150,000 the next, the 150,000 followers the next. Why? Because they're related, they're relatable to you. If they're talking BS and nonsense and it's just fabrication of Hollywood, Harry Potter hoodoo, and that's what your spirit is in, you go, oh yes, I agree, I agree, I agree, I agree, I agree. And it's this constant cycle of delusion. But these are this is why there are more popular, loud spiritual influencers. And this is why the King of Odun has 500 followers. This is why I have my few thousand. This is why Queen Mother has her few hundred. And it's because we operate from a space of truth and honor and understanding that there is and people aren't gonna like this, a hierarchy when it comes to the culture. The elders have to be respected. Yes, I am queen of my lineage, but if Mama McCall was in here today, I'm touching her floor. I'm touching at her feet, because the queen, I thought you were queen. You should not, baby. In the culture, you better touch the ground this 90 plus year old woman is standing upon, so that you may be blessed with 90 plus years of your life. Hold my crown, because that does not make me queen. And that is something that a lot of people don't understand. Here in the chat, I love how real and raw the conversation was, especially when pertaining to finding a mentor, initiation, integrity issues. I also am in awe to have heard the elder speak how you and your family have helped her. Yes, that's what a lot of people also don't understand. I am honored, and my family is honored and respected, because we've saved their families from death. from harm. Benson Medals de la Livre. That's what we do. That's why I was brought in voodoo, because voodoo could not do what I could do, what our lineage could do. Now, might I add, I can't do what the Loa can do. I can do something different. And that's why they brought me in, even if it was just to translate the messages during a ceremony, because nobody else there could. And that's why I try to teach you all. It's not that you got to be the best seer, the best diviner, the most powerful conjurer. You need to know all the medicine, the best herbalist. No. Be strong and master who and what it is that you have. And those differences is what makes you valuable. Okay? You're an empath. You are a seer, but you are a diviner. You put all three of those together, baby, you got the whole Captain Planet squad, Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. Okay? You have all of that because of the differences. Destiny's Child wasn't Destiny's Child because it had three Beyoncés. It could have never worked. It could have never worked. And it wasn't that Kelly was worse and Michelle was the best or Beyonce was coming up. No, it was because they all understood the value of their parts. And that's what you learn in the Institute. When you figure out, oh, baby, this money magic ain't my thing, but you got a classmate over here that's bringing in $5,000 because they just swept a little sugar to the east. You say, let me just shimmy over here. Now, I can't bring no money, but you can bring me money, but you looking for love. And baby, listen, that ain't a thing for me. So now you are literally understanding the value of differences. This is why it takes a village. This is why I bring people in. But this is also why I have reached a point in my relationships and career in the spiritual community that I'm probably leveled out with bringing people in. So you're going to start seeing a recycling of probably 3 or 4, because out of the 3 or 4 that I truly trust and know, and that still walks with integrity, those individuals can get, mind you, my X amount of years was their X amount of years, probably would equal to over 200 years worth of information and knowledge that they grew up in, if not more. I mean, I walk with 400 just here in the Americas. So I've reached a space where you haven't let the popularity shift your purpose. And so forth and so on. Jessica says, I'm super excited to dance too. I used to cut a rug back in the day, so I'm ready. Listen, that dance, baby, it's a whole situation. It is a whole situation. And it's definitely something that's going to be a beautiful, beautiful moment. You won't forget it. I guarantee you that. So yes, but I just wanted to, get some feedback on those things in regards to the conjure fed and that particular conversation. I also want to remind everybody that this is the last month to get your 2024-25 New Year's forecast. So this is the last month to do that. There is now a ticket available where you can do the conjure fit and observe it and audit it without products at all. That is also available. So just there's a lot of things that's coming to a close at the end of this month. The community service right now is a little bit slow coming in, if I have to be frank with you. And maybe that's because you truly don't understand the differences between your pay me now and your quick money. So understand that a reel will be coming out about the quick money. But I want to briefly just describe this for you. See, quick money is a fast attraction. And this is why my students are so efficient in their conjure. It's fast attraction because you know the differences. You know the differences here. It brings in, it summons fast. But see, this pay me now is a demand. I'm making you give it. I'm telling you, and so it's so. I declare it, and so it's so. It is a demand. So it's not a thing where you're waiting for it to come in fast. No, there's no waiting. Baby, you got 30 days, or there's consequences. And so that's the difference with the payment now. Well, I don't need the love attraction or the love compelling. When you're working with the spell product, it focuses on both of those things. You don't have to use it for both. You can use it for one. Okay. I and it's actually important to see that ATR exists and being practiced outside of California and Florida. Oh yes. Um and so yes, there, I mean, psh, hello, impressive magic. Um, I need to do this in front of the and listen, in front of the lotto office, in front of your tax officials, your accountants. Pay me my 10,000, my 7,000, my 8,000, my 5,000, whatever. You pay me now. I got things to do and places to go, people to see that you don't know. So can you use the pay me now to work on someone's money to bring that money into your life? Yes, you can work somebody else's pocket. Give me that. Your sugar daddy is going to be more like a Sour Patch Kid. They start off sweet and end up sour because there's nothing left. Plus, it smells amazing, and that's the bonus. Where is Shay Mag? Where is Shay Mag with her story? Oh, listen, we gonna keep Shay Mac and her um spell events with Shay Mac because we don't need her ending up in a neck brace with these doggone headboards and whatnot. Okay. So when it comes to royals, and I do need to get into these readings, there are very few. You have a couple of spiritual royal families here in the U.S. in regards to Hoodoo, Obi, and Grigri. My family is the only that I know. Like somebody used the term Hoodoo Queen the other day on their page. I can't wait until they get a little email. Um, because there are some things you just can't say legally or use legally. But anyways, like that term was a term specifically coined by my family. Point blank, period. My family has been recognized as spiritual royalty by royals of Benin in Africa, families throughout what 400 years of acknowledgement, the people that we've helped. And so they recognize my people as queen and king. Also, I did show you all on the other YouTube video here where my queen Nancy de la Livre ou de la Pound, and I will explain because people go, well, queen, it was pound, I was leave. Well, it was actually leave once we got to America by Guillaume de la Livre. But once the livre, the French currency, was no longer relevant, my family changed it to pound. Some spaces you see de la pound, other spaces you just see pound. So, and that is the English currency. So, anyways, there's that. In our indigenous culture of the Muskogee tribes, there were kings and queens. Okay, there are kings and, well, specifically queens. Queen Sahoy was the cousin of my fourth great grandmère, Nancy de la Livre. When Queen Sahoy and the Creek natives moved down here to the Gulf, which makes the band of Puerto Rican Indians, my family then ascended to the royal seats there at that point in time. Also, due to my mother's paternal lineage being Bensons and or Bensons or Benson, whatever you want to call it, depending where you are, and all of those things, they actually owned the spaces of, and actually I need to just do my Black History post of Central Alabama before it was Alabama, and a couple years after the United States was the United States, and was recognized still of royalty. Okay. And that has lasted because my family stayed there. You then have some people here in the US that are spiritual royalty due to marriage. So they have married into spiritual royal families from Africa and other spaces around the world that live here. But this is more in the space of traditional African religion and not magic. My family is recognized on the spiritual front of magic. Others is represented on spiritual fronts of religion. So like you have queen mothers and kings. So Dagbu, queen mother, this is the religious royals, and some of them are here. There are some royals that are here in the US as queen mothers that do not have a spiritual component but a political component, and there are some spiritual queens that have a political component with no spiritual component. So there's very few, to be honest. Okay. So I received a notice last week for overpayment on my son SSI back in 2020 and 2022. It's a lot, and I mean a lot. I plan to appeal. Um I plan to appeal. Can the community service be used to help with this situation? Um yes. It can be utilized for that. Specifically for the pay me situation, all right? But we can also talk personally if you, not saying to get personal work done for me. You're a student of mine, you're a graduate. I just want to assist you and aid you in whatever you need so that I understand completely so I can guide you correctly, is all that I'm saying. So let's speak personally. Okay. Um so there's a variety of things. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That spill oil is the truth, Shay Max said. So Shay Mac and her sugar shack, baby. Yes, indeed. I know that's right. Oh my gosh. So and then also too, just like the other day, we were just like, we're in the process of family reunions and those things right now. But you will see, even like on my family's census and those kind of things, you will see in my family there are waiters in households, and these waiters have been with my family since, and you can, waiters or Arons is what we call them. They're waiters in some capacities and Arons in other capacities. Aranwe is what we actually call them. And these are people that have been with my family since the 1800s. And it has continued to be that way. We take care of them, they take care of us. These are people that help in the courts. There are some people, even within the institute, that have proven potential to be recognized in the court and being a part of particular environments as well. If you join the podcast, you automatically become a part of the coven. And a lot of people will tell you, when y'all start sleeping on these, when you begin to sleep on these community services, things will revert back. You keep up with them, you don't ever have a problem. But the moment you go, oh, I'm not going to do this month, you're going to see why you shouldn't do that. There are limit to the amount we can demand. Now, I don't want millions, but I certainly can't, but certainly not a grand. I tell you this when, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Patrick. When you demand realistically, A lot of y'all be out here, I want $50,000, but where is going to come from? Where? What in your life has a road avenue that's going to give you $50,000? Well, Queen, I didn't think about that, but you requested it. But now that you've requested it, and the only thing that the ancestors, the universe, spirit guides, actually my Ashe is going to do, I'm just going to take your mama and your daddy. That's about $25,000 each. So voila, voila. There you have it. Be realistic about your demands. Be realistic about what you want and what your life can actually afford and what you're ready for. Okay? What roads are actually available for you to receive that? And if you don't see one of those roads, you better question what it's going to take and what will it cost to get that. Don't skip the community services. Yes, I'm trying to tell you. Let's get into these readings. Gregor said, now wait a minute. We got readings to do. But before that, remember this February community service, Pay Me Now and Love Compelling service. I'm super excited about this. So, voilà, voilà. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Petta, since you always out here to make it wetter, I gotta ask, where are my water signs? Where are my water signs? Where are my water signs? Water signs. Jeez Louise. I do apologize to you. We just got into your season, but the cards gonna do what they do. We have the 7 of Spades water signs, which communicates there may be something that you are actually doing preventing you from getting the things you need. This is communicating very clearly that you need to reassess your actions, your approach, your perception, how you're thinking about things, but most of all, how you're doing them. So when you're wondering, why isn't this happening? Why isn't that happening? Or why things keep happening? It's because you are getting in your way. So with us moving into your season, let's go ahead and make this our seasonal motto. Stay out of your way. Stay out of your way. Make some changes and do some things differently. Do some things differently to see some change. And I do want to just communicate this super, super importantly. Y'all, and I made this post today. Smaller or greater, changing creates change. So if you need that space of freedom, free yourself by doing things differently. Now, the other part to this is it could be spiritual. So this is going to communicate that is you should do a cleansing. So for this, I'm going to suggest you get a nettoyage, our cleansing bath salts. You can click on the shop here in the link in the bio. Get some nettoyage bath salts, add it to a bowl of water, add 7 lemons cut in half with basil. All right, now mind you, the salt is fixed, but I'm giving you some additives to enhance it. Salt that you have, bowl of water, basil, and lemons. Take this and wash yourself down with that entire product. Okay? Collect any of the water from your shower and go throw it at the crossroads or in a river. Okay? Just seen a lizard in the backyard today. Am I overthinking what makes a had to put on my glasses for this one? Am I overthinking? Am I an overthinker that makes me overdo? You may be an overthinker. You may not have a tight grip on reality. I don't know, Petter. You know, it could be any of those things. Fire signs. Fire signs. Where are my fire signs? Fire signs, we get le chat noir. Le chat noir représente des bonnes chances, toute de la chance. Okay, we have luck, we have favor. This card tells us that we need to operate in that luck. We need to go ahead and take those risks. Don't continue to move in fear, but know that our wishes will be fulfilled. Over the next 24 hours, there are things that we're going to endure, be approached with, um or come into that requires us to be confident in our favor, fire signs. Not my edges, queen. Then y'all don't ask me no questions. If you are concerned about your edges, don't ask me no questions. But on a serious note, I won't say a lot of you, but I have had definitely in the fall, many people were asking about my breathing remedy. I didn't get to it like I wanted to. um was asking me about my breathing remedy as well as my hair oil. um I am embarking on that. That is coming. Speaking of edges, but it's a little shameless plug, but it's going to be in a completely different space when it comes to its approach. I would encourage you to please follow my personal page at Cotalia underscore. Follow my Cotalia page here on YouTube. I'm probably going to come up with a brand new page altogether, specifically catering to those kind of things. Just because I need y'all to respect the differences. Okay? Some blue magic will help those edges grow back. I've learned that don't ask questions, just listen. Okay? Once again, the postification didn't post didn't. I love it. I just thought about the water signs. Maybe I just thought about the water signs. My baby definitely going through it. We in the hospital due to another unfortunate fracture. Definitely may need to give a look at. Yes, 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 Jessica, without a doubt. And you know, Jessica, the water and you. I'm not even going to front here. The first assignment and the first student with results with the water. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to get back to. Like, that's the difference. And I just want to scream it, but I know I got to do my personal readings. But you have to stay connected. So when there is a disconnection, you respond with, I know where to go and what to do. More so than all these things are just piling up, piling up, piling up. And then, oh my gosh, Queen, you just reminded me. So I need to do something to help y'all stay in that space, not stay in this everything is spiritual, but keep your spiritual connection. So when there is trouble in paradise on the way, not even here yet, but you see it. And this is the importance of divination. This is why I encourage y'all to get a monthly reading. Get your New Year's readings. And this is why I'm super excited about the Hoodoo Tarot de la Live, because it's going to shift all of that. It will become a ritualistic, day to day, second nature way of living. You will not be able to live without the Hoodoo Tarot de la Live, the reference, or the cards. Jessica, we're going to handle this. Period. Earth signs. Earth signs, where are you? We get the Eight of Spades. The Eight of Spades communicate that you need to operate differently. It speaks that you may be operating big on the monthly reason, even though I'm ready to be banned. So yes, with the earth signs, We are here to discuss changing our actions. It's communicating. Stop responding to your life like you have been. There are some toxic traits or bad habits that you are feeding and that's growing and thriving. Um, and those things. So we want to make sure that we are investing in things that's filling us, but not the things that feel good to us. A salad will fill our cup, but crack to somebody feels good to the same person. And so they may invest in the crack, but the crack is whack. So we want to make sure that we are investing in the things, making the changes in the things that's filling our cup. And to my air signs, where are you? Charles, I mean, the cards never lie, but the truth gonna make 'em mad though. Wait, we made a left somewhere. Air signs. We have Le Taureau. The Jack of Spades communicates to you. Do not be reckless. Consider the consequences. Consider the consequences. Um, it just says that there are decisions you're going to have to make. Don't be impulsive. Don't move too fast. Don't be so quick to make a decision. Consider the long term situation. To consider what that's going to look like. Okay. Make sure that when you are asking these questions and before you make these decisions, if I take this action, if I make this decision, how is it going to affect me a week from now, a month from now, 5 months from now, a year from now? Think about this, baby. The spades are rolling. Rolling. Water signs don't want to see it. Speaking for us, hey, listen, us fire signs are just we good. We good. Everybody else, you in the hood in hoodoo. Okay, you in the spiritual hood of hoodoo. All right. So oh yes, Impressive Magic said get the community service with the ATR and pay it in 4 payments. Thank you so very much, Impressive Magic. She always reminds me that y'all don't have your Conjure Fed tickets virtually, your Conjure Fed tickets in person. These community service, you can break it up into 4 installments. What are you waiting on? This Hoodoo Tarot de la Live, I know y'all probably say, Queen, you really, it seems like you gassing that up. Join me this Sunday. I'm going to make a post. Join me this Sunday where you will meet my editor and readers of the book. So you will hear exactly what the hype is about. You all, I thank you so very much for your energy, your time, and your efforts. You all be blessed. I will see you very soon. Merci. Et voilà. Et bonne journée.